What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about, well, I get this a lot, and I mean a lot, and I guarantee Mark Loblaner, Big J, all the other YouTubers, and anybody else who's an online trainer or trainer in general gets these emails. I can guarantee it. So if you guys are watching this, I know you get these too. So you get an individual, I just got done, responding to one just now, saying, Jerry, can you critique my cycle, which is one of them. Can you critique my diet? Can you critique my training program? Can you critique, my supplement program? And they send you all this stuff. Now, you look at this page, and it's like a fucking 3-long-page fucking email. And most of them, I'll go through them, and I look at them, and I'll be 100% honest with you. My eyes start to bug out. There's so much fucking information on this sheet, that I don't even know how you can understand what the fuck it is, because I don't understand what it is. It's like, a 5-day split with 2 days here, and then this rotates here to get accessory movements on that one, and I'm sitting there going, this is to gain mass, right? Yeah. Accessory this, boom, that, don't do this. I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? Like, I start arms on Monday, I finish them off on Thursday, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's not how that works. So I look at it, and I say, is it working? If it's working, continue doing it. If it's not working, then change it. And that's the bottom line, easy answer to that question. Can you critique my stuff? Now, there is, when I set up a program for somebody, there are absolutes, okay? There are things that you need to do in order to get results, and they will get results every single fucking time, period. The whole thing about starting something, like I did 10 sets of curls on fucking Monday and 10 sets of curls on fucking Wednesday and finished them off later on in the week. That's not how that works. When you train a muscle, you train that fucking thing, you flip that switch on for muscle growth, that's it, okay? Until that muscle is done recovering and growing, you don't fucking hit it again, because all you do is wind up pushing it fucking back further into fucking overtraining. You need to let it recover. If it doesn't recover, it's not going to fucking grow. So you thinking that, well, I do a little bit here and a little bit there, it's like, okay, I understand that the idea is the more I do, the bigger I get, but it's not working. Again, it's not working. So something is wrong, okay? The absolutes in training for muscle mass are, you have to train hard enough to get the muscle to grow, period. Now, scientifically, you can bitch all you want, complain all you want, but scientifically, it's a fact. The further you go towards positive failure, that switch is flipped on towards muscle growth, period. I'm not talking about beyond failure. You guys know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But every single one of you have heard in the past, and it sounds bro, those last 2 reps are the most important ones. It's true. Those last 2 reps of your set are the ones that you're going closest to failure with, and that's when you have the best chance of stimulating muscle growth. Period. That's it. That's how it works. Period. Done. Recovery. That is another key factor in whether or not you are going to fucking grow. Period. If you're not recovered, you are not going to grow. Recovery takes place first before muscle growth is increased. Period. Done. Food or supplements or fucking protein powders or whatever you want to call it, macronutrients, we'll call it macros, okay? Macros. You got to get your macros in. You have to have enough protein to be able to build the muscle that you want to build, and you don't need 100 grams of fucking protein more than what you're taking in now. You pop 20, 25 grams of protein more. That's plenty to substantiate the amount of muscle you're going to grow. You need to have your carbohydrates and fats. Why? Because you need energy. You need to have the fat-soluble vitamins and stuff. You need all that stuff to work together for the recovery to take place. To recover, you need to recover. Now, sleep is not an absolute. Here's a lot of guys, and Kevin Levrone used to tell me too, like, you got to fucking get 10 hours, 8 hours of sleep and a 2-hour nap, and this is what I used to do, and that's what Kevin used to do. But then we see Ronnie Coleman, who worked, a fucking complete day job, did 2 hours of cardio a day, and plus his weight workout, which was like an hour and a half a day, and then he, restricted calories, and then he slept 4 hours a night. So is it an absolute? You need enough sleep for you to recover, but there's no set number that's like 7 to 10 hours sleep or whatever the case may be. 7 hours of sleep is or 8 hours of sleep is what Kevin needed with that 2-hour nap. That's just what his body required. It's not a statement for everybody in the world to use. There are definitely things that, and I don't know how they pop up, but I don't understand where they come from. That people are like, I combine powerlifting with bodybuilding, I do this, and I get great results. But no, you're not. You're not getting great results. You're coming to me because it's not fucking working. And, I was just like you at once. I used to sit down And I have journals, fucking journal upon journal upon journal, where I would fucking map shit out. I'd fucking write out the programs and stuff. And I'd write out the macros. And I'd fucking count everything out. And this would be hit. This is what I need to hit. And I'd have fucking books that had like, in the morning I get up, it's got your weight, how many minutes of cardio you did. You'd fill in all your fucking meals. You'd fill in your workout. I had all these fucking journals and shit. And what it basically boiled down to was I overthought a lot of shit. Okay? I didn't know how things worked, and I overthought it. And you guys are by far fucking overthinking. And by overthinking, you're fucking it up. By thinking you can start, like, oh, if I do more is better. But if I space them out, I'll recover. Well, that's not necessarily true, because that's not what's happening. So you're overthinking it. If you said, I'm going to do, just for instance, you had, 10 sets of fucking curls on Monday, 10 sets of curls on Thursday. If you fucking put all 20 curls in and train to the fucking balls off and let that fully recover by the following Monday, you would have much more of a chance of being recovered and growing than if you threw those other fucking 10 curls to finish off the muscle. It's not fucking homework. You can't make it up later in the week if you can't do it on Friday. It's not like you start fucking building a Lego project on Monday and then fucking Thursday you finish building the Lego project. It's not like that. Okay, muscle growth either takes place or doesn't. Recovery either takes place or doesn't. Okay, you can't fucking dictate certain days of the week where you're going to fucking build muscle and certain days of the week that you're going to recover. Like you go in there, you stimulate the muscle, you get out, you feed it, you recover, you go back in, stimulate the muscle, get out, feed it, recover. It's that fucking simple. It's just a matter of finding the schedule that's right for you. But overthinking it with these crazy fucking schedules are like, why do fucking 1 to 3 reps on fucking this day? Why? Are you a powerlifter? No, it's to build muscle. 1 to 3 reps does not build muscle. Okay, there's not a fucking single person out there who's built a shit ton of muscle doing only 1 to fucking 3 reps. Is there? No. Okay, so why the fuck are you doing that? Oh, you get stronger, then apply it to this. And I'm like, fuck me, okay? So you got this whole giant mapped out scheme about what you think is going to work based on who told you that. I read it in a forum. Jesus fucking Christ. Go get a book, read the books on how muscle growth takes place. I mean, there's a lot of information out there, but online seems to be fucking up things a lot. So be aware, if you send me an email that says, critique my workout, should I do this, what do you think of this, will it work? I'm going to ask you, is it working? Because if it's working, then continue fucking doing it. If it's not working, then fucking change it. But use some common sense about the things I just told you about, the absolutes. Think about those first, those simple things. And then all that other fucking technical bullshit that people are trying to sell you on with all their fucking programs, all this bullshit trying to make themselves look cooler or bigger or better or whatever the fuck they are, forget about it. Basic, simple, keep it simple. KIS, keep it simple, stupid. Biostraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a blog and where it's to keep it simple, stupid bicep, and we're out.